Hello, St. Anne Parish, and welcome to this week's Quick Things, which will be quick. Just a couple reminders. First of all, we will celebrate the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord at 5 with Mass at 5:30 p.m. on Thursday. So Thursday, February 2nd. In many traditions, this marks the end of their celebration of Christmas. So I know, for example, like many Polish families still today will keep up all the decorations, trees, and everything until the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord. There's a great gospel story. If this falls on a Sunday, we celebrate the feast on Sunday. So it's really a significant day. And I hope that our having Mass in the evening might allow a few more people to join us. Again, Mass for the Feast of the Presentation of the Lord at 5:30 p.m. Thursday, February 2nd. This is Catholic Schools Week, so we want to acknowledge the important work of our teachers, our staff, administrators of Newman Catholic Schools, as well as the families that have chosen to participate in our shared system of Catholic schools. Certainly, that's a great, important affiliation, a partnership that St. Anne has with Newman Catholic Schools, and we're privileged to have one of the Newman schools here on our campus, Newman St. Anne Elementary School. So we want to acknowledge that. Included in the Quick Things video is a video, or included in the Quick Things email is a link to a video from Bishop Callahan regarding Catholic Schools Week. Also in the Quick Things email is a link to a presentation by Father John Hegel. He did this for us a few years ago during Lent, the year after the attacks on the Capitol on January 6th. I use those weeks during Lent to kind of focus our attention on the real strong elements of the New Testament, kind of taking us back to the beginning of what we needed to really be attentive to and responsive to. And John just does an excellent, he's one of the best, offers one of the best homilies or presentations on the Beatitudes, which was Sunday's gospel, which is why I'm including it now. Forget about whatever I preached about. I think we also want to listen to John Hegel and what he said as part of our Lenten observance a few years ago, but timely, ever timely, and certainly the Beatitudes are hopefully something that we are attentive to and maybe feel the blessing of regularly in our lives. And then finally, just to get on our radar screen, some of you will remember when Valimar Jansen was here for our evenings of music, mission, and light in Advent. She mentioned that she was going to be coming back to the Diocese of La Crosse, that she would be at Viterbo University in La Crosse on March 30th. I think it's March 30th. It's March 30th, Thursday. To present a more complete, full version of her one-person show on the life and the ministry, the teaching of Sister Thea Bowman. It's titled, "I Will Live Until I Die," something Sister Thea said regularly, especially as she was afflicted and dying of cancer. And then a subtitle, "Celebrating the Light of Sister Thea Bowman." So I had said that night we would try to schedule a bus. Watch for information coming soon on a bus to La Crosse for Valimar Jansen's presentation on Sister Thea Bowman coming up on March 30th. We'll have information on that, hopefully, in next week's Quick Things. Now, fish fry sign up is underway. The link to sign up is in the Quick Things email. You can find it also at stanswasa.org. But to help us kind of guide us through the sign-up process, I've asked John Schmidt, one of our co-directors of Disciple Formation, to do that for us. And so John will show you the screens you'll see. He'll show you how easy it is to sign up. And so we each can help make our fish fries that begin just in a few weeks a great success. John?
Hello, St. Anne Parish. John Schmidt, your co-director of Disciple Formation here at St. Anne Parish. I also serve on the technology side of things here at the parish, usually the operator behind the camera when Father Tom is doing his quick things on location, editing the videos and such. But also one of those areas is helping with our parish usage of signupgenius.com. If you're a volunteer helping out in the various liturgical ministries, you'll be familiar with that. where you sign up to read for a particular day, serve as a welcome minister, etc. That said, for our comeback of the 2023 Fish Fry, we are using the same platform, signupgenius.com, in order to organize and put into place all of our volunteers for the Fish Fry in this reboot year. So again, if you're a liturgical minister in those capacities, this will be a very familiar process. However, a lot more slots per day through that process. So either way, we'll just jump right in here as we work through the sign-up process. That said, it takes 100 people every single week in order to make the Fish Fry a success. So multiply that times 6 weeks. We have a lot of slots that we need a lot of people in order to make our Fish Fry a great success. So by all means, veteran volunteers that have been doing this forever since the very beginning to a new parishioner, young and old, for 1 week, multiple weeks, we will take your help in order to make the Fish Fry a success this year once again. In order to sign up, many different ways to follow the links. That's the beauty of the internet. There's more than one way to get there. One major way is right here on the homepage, stanswasa.org. And right here in the central gallery page is one of those options, is our Fish Fry page. Click on that, and that will lead you to stanswasa.org/fishfry. A third option is to go right here to Events and Bulletins, and the Fish Fry page tab will be right there as well. This will be where all things Fish Fry will be available for both us as parishioners as well as the general public to learn more information about the menus and that sort of thing as that information becomes available. But that said, we need lots of volunteers in order to make a great event successful. So for the sake of demonstration, we're going to pick on Friday night during the Fish Fry. Thursday afternoon, Friday morning, Friday early afternoon, Friday during the Fish Fry 4 to 7 p.m., as well as Friday evening cleanup, all areas that many people can help out. But actually, as of today, the 30th of January, Friday during the Fish Fry is actually the greatest need for volunteers. It's also the greatest events happening throughout the night. So please, by all means, come one and all to help out and make the Fish Fry a great success. Again, for our demo, we're going to pick on Friday night Fish Fry. So again, if you've used Sign Up Genius before, this will be very familiar, but by the very nature of the number of people needed each night, this will be a little complex in terms of finding the slots and the role and the time that you may be looking for. So the biggest tip I would give you is to use a laptop or a full-size screen, not a small phone or tablet device, as the bigger screen with the control of a mouse is a lot easier to scroll your way through this. Either way, this is mobile capable for you to use it on your phone or a tablet like that. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to sign up myself to help in the role of dining room food plating. Keep in mind here, this also includes all of the weeks of the Fish Fry. So for example, here is the inaugural night of February 24th. Scroll down and we'll see March 3rd, et cetera, all the way down as we are looking for volunteers for all 6 weeks of the Fish Fry. But like I say, I am willing to help out right here on Friday the 24th of February to help plate food onto the plate. We'll continue down here since I know I am available, for example, on the night of March 3rd. And I'm going to sign up, click sign up for dining room food plating. Keep on going down each of the days, times that I am available to help out in these capacities. Continue on, dining room food plating. Keep in mind is that if you're willing to serve as a family or multiple people, husband, wife, for example, that doesn't matter at this point. We'll select the number of slots we would like to take at a later step. So, for example, I am willing to serve in this capacity all 6 weeks. So I'm going to click all 6 weeks as I go through scrolling through here. And even myself, I'm getting a little dizzy as we work through this. Either way, I selected the 6 dates, the 24th of February through March 31st. 2023. Just because I clicked each of these does not mean that everything is taken or everything is inputted. Same thing is always save often. And so what I would say right here is click Save and Continue on the bottom screen in order to continue into the next step. This is where you're going to be able to enter in all those specific details for your willingness to help out. So for example, like I said, is if you're a husband-wife setup that want to help out, or a family that's willing to help out in this particular role side by side together, you can select multiple slots available if they are available based off of the number of people already signed up. So you can select multiple slots. For the sake of demonstration purposes, I'm just going to speak on my behalf in this demo. However, for example, like on the 24th, I have a dental appointment and you can put in comments such as this: be late for my shift, call with any concerns. I'll actually specify here I may be late 15 minutes. This is where you can kind of do that one-way communication to the fish fry team, and they can follow up if needed. Or in this case, 15 minutes right at the beginning may not be such a big deal if there are other people in the slot to put the fish on the plate in this example. But this is where you can put in those types of comments and concerns or questions as well. If I did have additional people helping out, this is where I would also specify my friend James Jones would be his random example that we ask among the fish fry team that you specify who is the second, third, fourth person that is helping out in those slots. So it's not just John Schmidt times 2, 3 people that are unknown. This is where you specify their names. Speaking of names, there's a number of ways that you can put in your name for that slot. For the sake of our demo here, this is where I would put in my name to specify the slot. This is where I would put in my email address as well. In my computer here, of course, all the autofill is suggesting all sorts of different emails in my name. But right here in the small print is that I do personally have a Sign Up Genius account. I would highly encourage anyone that is helping out in these different capacities, either as a reader, lector, welcome minister, etc., or helping out with the fish fry, to create a Sign Up Genius account. This is where you're going to get a little bit more of the bells and whistles for things in order to get proper confirmation emails and notices, as well as you can sign up for text alerts and reminders for some of those other features of Sign Up Genius. It's not expected that you create that account, but very highly encouraged. Any questions, by all means, feel free to reach out to me here at the parish, John S. at stnswasa.org, if you have any questions about the pros, cons of a Sign Up Genius account. This is also where you'll put in your number, your phone number. For the sake of demo, I'm going to put in my office number here at the parish office and specify that this is my work number. Whatever number you would like to put in is up to you, but this is where you would, where the fish fry team would be able to follow up with you if any questions or concerns come up with you as a quick reference to your phone number. Of course, any phone numbers on the parish directory are what we have on file on that side of things. But this is, like I say, is a quick reference for us to collect that information should we have any questions for any particular Friday. That all said, is the big red button is click Sign Up Now. And that's where you're able to, as it implies, sign up and lock in your slots that you have selected. I click there, Internet works, and boom, here is a confirmation page of what I have signed up for. So like I said earlier, the 24th, I have my fictitious dental appointment. I may be late 15 minutes. Just a note to the fish fry team to know that. In the case of March 3rd, myself and my friend are willing to help out plating food, and I specified my friend James Jones, fictitious name, for his help that night. The rest of the nights, it's just me solo for each of the rest of the nights of the fish fry series. This is where a little bit other features on the bottom here where you can add it to your calendar if you're a person that uses electronic calendars, such as Outlook, your Macintosh calendar on your phone or tab or Macintosh device, or a Google Calendar. Any of those, you can quick add it to your calendar as your reminder notice. That said, I know my phone made the sound that I received an email confirmation specifying that I did sign up for this slot already. My phone made the sound. If you want to spread it far and wide on social media that you are volunteering for the fish fry, by all means, please do. Come one, come out to help out, or to nudge other fellow parishioners. You can share it on Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Finally, just a way to contact the parish. You can send us a message through this little Contact Us page, and it will come to the account holder for our Sign Up Genius account. That all said, that is how you sign up for Fish Fry 2023, as well as anything Sign Up Genius, that is. And by all means, like I say, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the Fish Fry team. Their email is fishfry@stanswasa.org, or during the day here at the parish office, generally 9 to 5 p.m. Give me a call here at the parish office, and I'd be willing to talk you through any technical details for the sign-up process. By all means, thank you so much for volunteering for the 2023 Comeback Year Fish Fry. Hopefully we'll have a great series, great food, great fellowship, great fun together. Thank you so much for your help, and have a great day.
Thank you, John. And I will conclude with a prayer for peace, which from Pope Francis, actually, which I think is so timely in light of what has transpired in recent weeks in Memphis and in California, and of course the ongoing wars in Syria and Yemen and Ukraine, and so many aspects, so many places and circumstances in our world in which we join Pope Francis in this prayer for peace. God of love, you created us and you call us to live as brothers and sisters. Give us the strength daily to be instruments of peace. Enable us to see everyone who crosses our path as our brother or sister. Make us sensitive to the plea of our citizens who entreat us to turn our weapons of war into implements of peace, our trepidation into confident trust, and our quarreling into forgiveness. Lord, diffuse the violence of our tongues and our hands. Renew our hearts and minds so that our way of life will always be that of shalom, peace, salam. Amen.